And I wanted to show you, I've got him glued now. The arms, the pistols, and the holsters I glued onto the belt here. Now, what I'm going to do with the front of the belt, I'm going to make a I have some real thin plywood, and I'm going to cut a little, like an oval shape, and glue it on there and make his belt buckle. He's going to have a big belt buckle on there. And the arms are glued on there. And okay, what we want to do is finish this thing up. Then I'll do some cleanup on it. I want to get my V-tool and do my mustache. Let me find it. Here we go. I want to go ahead and clean this up a little bit in here. Now, a lot of people have asked me, what kind of glue do I use? And I used to use Tybon or Elmer's or whatever it was, wood glue, but it just took so long for everything to dry. I started using, and those are great glues, don't get me wrong, please. Those are great glues to use. I don't use super glue, because super glue, I have found out, you use it and it sticks right away, but later on it has a tendency to break off. So the stuff I use now, it doesn't break off. I mean, it don't break off later or something like that. I found that with super glue to be a case. Now, if you use super glue, it doesn't say anything bad about it. I'm just saying I prefer not to use super glue. I want my figure to stay the way I want it, okay? Okay. Now, I'm just removing a little bit of wood back here. I use Loctite 5-minute epoxy, which I love. It sets very hard. I've never had any problem with any pieces coming loose again, even being dropped most of the time. So that's what I use. Anyway, I glued the arms. I glued the guns, and I will make and glue a belt buckle on here, because I like a big belt buckle on it. All right, let me go ahead and do the hair. I'm sorry. Now, when you do the arms, do them one at a time. Use a little bit of glue. Let one set and harden, and then do the other one. Trying to do both of them at one time is just not very unique, nor is it very feasible. So that you can position each one of them. Like I said, I don't carve like this. I don't carve with the arms separate. But to show you that is a way that you can do it. A lot of people find that easier. That's fine. but I prefer to have the arms on there. Okay, there's the hair and the sideburns. I know it's hard for you to see this, but I have to turn just a little bit of the sideburns. Yeah. Just barely brush it. And of course, the mustache. Turn it around. Come this way with it. And there is our mustache. Okay. I'm going to leave the eyes out on this one where the head's just sort of down. I want to get in here a little bit with my V-tool. And I want to cut a... I just take a... like a little V in here. I cut down. And then I cut up. And I remove from the inside there. And I'll just kind of, some nooks and crannies I've got to kind of paint out here. I'm going to make this vest a little bit deeper. There we go. And over here, a little bit deeper. It's just like Bill Higginbotham does his heads separate from the body. I have done that every once in a while. I don't really like it. I like to keep my head on the body and do it so that I can measure basically the size of the head and how much. Now, I'm not criticizing Bill. Bill's stuff is fantastic, okay? I just don't do it that way. And Bill doesn't do it like me, so. Okay. This needs to be cut down just a little bit in here. There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and put the shoelaces. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just use my knife. Not the shoelaces, folks, but the... Then I turn it around and give it some more. All right. A little bit in there. And in there. And the same way here. You just take a little off. Gradually go down. And I'll get in here with my, like in there, I have to get in with my, I'm gonna sharpen my thing here so I can get in there. Okay. I just want to take a little bit off these pants a little bit. Just a little bit there. Clean up a little bit. Okay. And let's see, just a little of that. And kind of get that to come together back here. All right. Okay. Just a little place up here in the hair. There we go. All right. Other than cleaning him up a little bit, he is basically done. Let me go wet him so you can kind of see the detail. Many people ask me, why do you wet it like it's some type of a significance to how the carving is going to turn out. I wet it a lot of times to clean up a carving, because let me show you, as you wet it, see how you can just, it would just, but I wet it for the people because of the simple fact you can see the grain and you can see the stuff so much better. So there is our little cowboy. And I'm going to clean him up some more and paint him, and then I'll show you the end result. And I'll put my belt buckle on there. But anyway, this here is our little gunslinger, Bill Higginbotham Gunslinger. And like I said, I did it a little bit different than he did it. But this is the way I like it, so the way his arms are and things like that. So anyway, we'll clean him up, paint him, and then I'll show you the end results. And I'm real pleased with him. Like I said, I don't normally carve like this, but it's interesting how to show other people how it is done. And it makes some very interesting little characters. It does. Bill Higginbotham had some wonderful little characters. He wrote 4 or 5 books on carving, so I would definitely say he probably, he was very authoritative on carving his figures. And his figures, I actually saw some of his figures at a carving show one time. I don't know how in the world. I think they were honoring him there at the carving show. And they were very interesting to look at. They really were. Very unique, very caricature. So we're going to do some more. And if you become interested in doing a piece like this, you can buy. Now, I cannot send you the pattern because they are still in print. You can get them on eBay, Amazon. His books are still in print, and so I would be violating copyright laws to send you a pattern. So just invest a little money in getting you a book, and if you want to do this type of work, and so I'll get this painted, we'll have it done, and God bless you now. Thank you.